Hey guys, so this is going to be a video on pets, and I'm recording this video on Friday, and I believe pets are going live on Sunday, so I'm recording this video like 2 days in advance, but I'm pretty sure nothing else is going to change. I'm a beta tester, so I have access to these common pets right now, and like I said, I'm not releasing this video until they go live, so they should be live now. So anyways, I'm just going to explain how they work and how to get them and what the information we have on them is. Okay, so first of all, there's two places to get them. There is this pet shop here. You can buy one common pet for 150,000 coins. And then there's also these shrines here. I'll get to these shrines later, but there's all these different shrines that you can craft. And they do different things. See them here. And the other place to get common pets is in the Mystery Island. So come over here. It's not open right now, but you can buy one common pet for 10,000 love charms on Mystery Island, the one-time thing. And the other place to get them will be Stella. The chapter hasn't gone live yet, so I'll show you a screenshot here of the Mega Store here. There's a common pet egg for 2,000 tickets here at the Mega Item tier. Anyways, that's how you get them. And then I want to explain what they are and what they do. So here I have two common pets. The NFT pets are very, very similar. They just have a few more perks and whatnot. So, but they essentially work the same. So every day you'll get a different food item to feed them. So there's easy foods, medium foods, and hard foods. I have put together this list. The exact values on them are slightly out of date, but here's a list of all the easy foods. Here's a list of all the medium foods and all the hard foods. Like I said, the prices are slightly different because I did this list a few weeks ago or whatever, but this is essentially what they are. So like I said, every day you'll get a different easy food, medium food, and hard food to feed them. The hard food doesn't actually unlock right away. You need to be level, where is it? You need to be level 10 to unlock the hard food. So you'll have 3 different foods. By default, they give you 20. The easy food gives you 20 experience and 20 energy. The medium food gives you 100 experience and 100 energy, and the hard food gives you 300 experience and 300 energy. It's slightly higher because you get a perk once you hit level 5, which gives you 5 more energy per pet food. So yeah, every day you'll get a different food for each pet. It's not the same. Oh, actually, there's a good thing. And every once in a while they fall asleep, and you can click on them for some experience to wake them up. So glad that happened right now. But so yeah, each pet has different foods. I believe they're random within like the category. So that's that. And then once you feed them, you have to wait until reset the next day to get more requests. But you can also reset requests here by spending gems. This cost will increase every time. I believe it's by 50% every time. So like it's 40, I believe, then 60, then 90. I believe that's how it works. Okay, so that's feeding them. So you level them up, and the energy, the experience required, I believe how it works, there's like a formula to it. I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's like 100, 200, 400. I don't remember exactly how the formula works, but essentially it goes up slightly every time, and it's just going to take a really long time to get to high levels, but there's a formula to it. It's not the same as the Bumpkin experience. It's like an actual formula, and yeah, it's going to take a long time to get to high levels. So then there's fetching. So like I said, you get experience and energy when you feed your pets, and with that energy you can fetch these resources by spending energy. So each pet will have acorns. Each pet will be able to get acorns. So you can see here both can get acorns, but then depending on the pet type, you have these secondary resources. So if you come to this site here, to this proposal here, you can see here there's different categories of pets. So you can see here this one is a moonkin and forager. This one is a hunter and moonkin. So they can actually both get heart leaves because they're both moonkins, but they can get different other resources. So there's different types here that can fetch different materials. There's a little chart here of which pets are which, so therefore you can figure out which pets get which materials. So the acorn costs 100 energy, and the acorns aren't tradable, but all the other resources are. So the ribbons are tradable and the heart leaves are tradable, and then the fossil shells are like an RNG thing. So you click here for fossil shell resources rewards, and you can see it here. Actually, this needs to be updated. It says spend 250 energy, but it's been updated to 300. Anyways, you can see here the odds of getting different things, and the jackpot here is Moonfur. Moonfur is normally a resource only NFT pets can get. You can see here NFT pets unlock Moonfur at level 12, but common pets can also get it by getting these fossil shells and trying your luck at it. It's probably not worth it to do it because a lot of the other things aren't as good value. But if you really want Moonfur and you only have common pets and you don't want to buy it, this is a way to do it. But yeah, you can spend your energy here. And a good strategy is probably to level up your pets to like level 18 and then get a bunch of acorns because you get a +1 acorn thing here. Another one that's a really important boost is this +1 to non-acorn, non-moonfur resources. So the non-acorn, non-moonfur are like the ribbons and heartleafs or the dewberries and heartleafs here. So that means you'll be able to get 2 of these from the NFT pets specifically. So here, like I said, you can see all the different leveling up perks. The NFT ones have more leveling up perks. Like there's the Moonfur here. There's a third category. So this would be here. You can see here they have a third category here where the common pets don't have that. There's a 4th request per day, so a second medium request. So you can see here the common pets will only ever have these 3, whereas the NFT pets will get a second medium request and then very, very later a second hard request. Like I said, level 200 is going to take basically forever to get. It's going to be very hard to get to that, but it will unlock that there. There's more pet experience here. There's more pet experience here. And there's a chance of additional Moonfur here for NFTs. Like I said, this level 60 perk is very important for NFT pets. And getting a level 18 to farm acorns is also a good idea. But that's the general idea. So you're just feeding your pets every day with food and getting experience to level them up to unlock these different perks. And then you're fetching different materials with the energy you get. Like I said, acorns aren't tradable. These are tradable, so these will be sellable on the auction, on the marketplace. And then with these resources, that's what we talked about here at the pet shop. You can come over here and build these shrines. So there's different shrines here. I can click on every one, but there's this chart here that shows you everything at once. So there's a shrine for increasing pet experience, increasing cooking speed, crop speed, trees and stone, crafting, cows and sheep, fruit, greenhouse speed and crop machine, chicken speed, flower speed, iron, gold, and crimstone, oil, honey, and they require different resources. All of them require acorns. They all last 7 days. And then there's these like other ones down here that require moonfur and obsidian. There's one that gives you +1 to crops, fruit, trees, stone. It only lasts 1 day though. There's this instant planter one. So instead of what that one does is instead of like needing to plant crops in every single spot, you just like click a button. You just like click on the shrine and choose which crop you want to plant, and it plants all of them at once. It's really just a quality of life shrine. Then there is this trading shrine. It reduces taxes in the marketplace by 2.5%. It lasts 30 days. Oh yeah, the instant planter lasts 14 days. I don't remember if I said that, but this 2.5% reduced tax lasts 30 days. So for this one, what you might want to do, because it's pretty expensive, it requires 5 moonfur and 3 obsidian. What you might want to do is like save up a bunch of resources and then put this down and then sell a bunch of stuff all at once. That's one way to go. Or you could just have it on all the time if you're a whale and just always be selling stuff. I don't know. But yeah, anyways, that's basically everything there is to know about pets, I believe. There's obviously the auctions that are going on for NFT pets. That's going to be going live like shortly. Like I said, I'm going to be putting this out probably Sunday night / Monday, whatever time zone you're in. The auctions for Pet eggs will be going live in the marketplace, or sorry, in the auction, the auctioneer. You can see here, they're here. There's going to be 20 different auctions of 50 pet eggs each for flower. And then at the end of the chapter, you can see here there's 25 times 10 auctions for NFT pet eggs. This is with the chapter tickets. So yeah, that's basically it for pets, I believe. My opinion on pets is that they aren't really a new player feature because you need to feed them the food that you would be feeding to your bumpkins. So it's going to slow down your leveling process if you're feeding them food. Depending on which foods you get, like if you get like cheap foods like mashed potatoes, sure, give it to them. Or like the fermented carrots or something, sure, give it to them. But a lot of these foods, like you're going to want to be just feeding to your bumpkin. You aren't going to want to spend the time in these different buildings to be making the food for your pets because you're going to want to be making food for yourself. And also the other thing is that, in my opinion, a lot of these shrines here that you can craft aren't really going to be that beneficial. Like if you, like I'm not going to do the math for everyone, but like if you just do the math on how long or how much it costs to produce like all these different resources, and then do the math on how much you're going to make from saving 25% fruit growth time over 7 days, you'll be surprised. And I think you'll realize that a lot of these shrines aren't really worth making unless you have a lot of other boosts to make the things you're doing more valuable, because all these things really do is reduce the time of stuff. But like let's say your iron, gold, and crimstone aren't profitable, then there isn't any benefit to reducing the time on them. So your things have to be profitable for this to be worth it. I'm recording this after the fact, and one thing I forgot to mention was to distinguish common pets versus NFT pets. So common pets, there are 20, it shows here 20, but there's actually 21 because there's one extra donkey, I think. So there's 21 common pets, and there are 3,000 NFT pets. The NFT pets, there's 3,000, so that means like if 3,000 are out there, there aren't going to be any more. Whereas the common pets, there's an unlimited amount of them. And when you open a common pet egg, let's say you get a dog, the next one you get will not be another dog. It will be one of the other ones until you get one of each. After that, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but just know when you open a common pet egg, you'll get a different common pet for the first 7, a different type of common pet for the first 7, and then after that, I believe it's random, but I'm not exactly sure. Maybe you have to get like one of each again, but I'm not exactly sure on that. Like I said, there's 21 common pets, and there are 3,000 NFT pets. If I scroll up here, this ram here is an example of an NFT pet. There are dragons, phoenixes, griffins, rams, warthogs, wolf, and bear. And here in this PR, here's an example of a bear NFT pet. The NFT pets are going to be distributed over time. There's going to be 1,000 initially that the auctions are starting for tomorrow. And then each chapter, there's going to be 250 in the auctions. And then I believe there's either 250 or 500 that the team are reserving for giveaways and whatnot. Yeah, so it'll be 6 or 7 chapters of 250 pets in the auctions. And then after that, there won't be any more to be given out. Well, the team will be giving some away, but there won't be any more to be won in auctions. The NFT pets here, where are they? They will have certain benefits. I've talked about some of them already with the different leveling perks. They get moon fur, which is used for some of these shrines down here. And then they also have a chance of getting a unique accessory and these bibs. So actually they all have the unique accessory. But the bibs, 2 of them are experience boosts. One of them gives nothing. And then they also have the chance to get these auras, which will give an energy multiplier when they're feeding them. So I was talking about how you get experience, you get energy and experience when you feed them. That'll be multiplied by the boost if you get one with a boost, but there aren't many with boosts. I believe it's only like 14% of them or something have boosts. It's a really low number. Here's the total. It's 60 mega, so 63 times, 122 times, and 241.5 times. So that's only 420 over the course of 3,000 pets. So do the math there. That's 420 divided by 3,000. That's only, 14% of pets will have a boost. And yeah, these will be distributed. It says each chapter there'll be 5 mega Aura pets, 10 epic, and 20 basic. On the initial launch, there'll be 20 mega, 40 epic, and 80 basic. So they're evenly distributed across each auction and each set of pets. So yeah, so you don't have to worry about them all selling out initially, but they'll be distributed over time. And you just have to get lucky and get the one with the mega aura. But yeah, that's it. Have a good day, guys. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. It would help me out a lot. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Have a good day, guys. And I also want to say thank you to all the members of the channel. Current members of the channel are Raichu, Theedra, Deucefold, New Augustine, and Night Shadow. Thank you very much for your support.